Right, so what we know last week about the rules that we have, if you have log a of x equal to 1, the rules to change this one away is just you are going to write a to the power of y equal to x. This is the rule, and this is the way we are going to work on everything on page 4. Every time you see the question having a log on this side and number on the other side, this is what you are going to do. From this step, change that step all the time, every single time. From here, I want to change to this one. Change it. So, for example, on the page 4, if you're looking at the first questions that I've given to you, which is log 9 of 3 and x. Use this method to change it. So, you're going to write it as 9 to the power of x equals to 3. Right? 9 to the power of x equals to 3. That's how you change it. And then you use what you did on page 1. 9. You can think of it as 3 squared, right? So I change the 9 away, change the 9 to 3 squared. And then you have an x. If you want to, you can write 3 2x straight away. And the right hand side is still equal to 3. No power means there's a 1 in here. Then you can conclude saying that 2x equal to 1. And then x equal to a half. Does it make sense? Yeah? Make sure you know how to change it, the log away, because log doesn't mean much in our head. You can deal with the exponentials, that is much better with indexes. Yeah. Okay. Audrey, are you good? Good. And then change it to base 2. So you are going to have 2 to the power of, yes, that's right.
This is not right.
Is that right? Okay, 9 to the power of x equal to, oh, this is 1 9. 9 to the power of x equal to 1 9. Yes, I saw your 1 9. Yeah, yeah, oh, that's right, that's right. And this is a half, 2 to the power of a half. Root, whenever you see root, it means root of 2 means 2 to the power of a half. The root means half. Get rid of the root, change it to a half. That is question C.
Oh,
Yes. That's right. Good. That's right. Good, good. You want to put down the color? Yeah, you can do this one. So 9 to the power of x. Yeah, equal to. And 1 9 is 1. Okay, but this one is still 9. Yeah. Oh, actually both of them are 9. You can keep it as 9.
Oh,
Yes, yes, because they are both 9. So we are going to have 9 to the power of x. Yeah, equal to 1 on 9. When you have 1 on, okay, so far you have 9 to the power of x equal to 1 on 9. You can think of 9 to the power of x equal to 9 to the power of minus 1. 1 on means minus 1. This one. What's that?
Is that it?
That's it? Yes, so x equal to minus 1.
What's this?
Yes, do the same thing, do the same thing. So, we are going to have 100, yep, to the power of x equal to 1000, yep. And then, what base are you going to choose for both of them?
Oh, like 10.
10, yes, change it to base 10. Yep, change it to base 10 for the, on the second question, I do. Right, root, change it to the power of half, the one on the top. 2 to the power of half. And 8, you can write as 2 to the power of
3.
Yes, yes, so you have 2 to the power of 3x. Yep, equal to 2 to the power of a half. That means 3x is a half. Yep, and then, yep, that's right. Do you have the right one?
Is it 3?
Change
So
your
you do
power.
this way. you change that
Mm.
one.
This one is 10 to the power of,
3.
yes, 10 to the power of 3. Yeah, you have that.
So is that like that?
No, this one is 100, is 10 to the power of 2. Yes, 10 to the power of 3 is 1000. Yes, that one is 2x. And this one is 10 to the power of 3. Okay, so the other one, change it to base 10. Yeah. So you are having 10 to the power, you can write as 100 to the power of x equal to 1000. And 100 and 1000, you don't have the 1000 cannot write written as a 100. So easy way is 10 to the power of 2x equal to 10 to the power of 3. Then you can compare the 2x with the 3.
Miss?
Yeah.
Can I do F right?
And what did you do?
I just.
That should be very straightforward. Yes.
Okay,
A bit too straightforward.
yeah, that's what
Yes. Okay, let's go down the first column. So yeah, so let's go down just the column number 1. Yes, anything to the power of minus. So you have 4 to the power of, this is question G, 4 minus 2 equal to x. Minus means 1 over. This is what I mean. Okay, whenever you have minus, write 1 over. And then no more minus on the bottom. This is your x. So 4 squared is 16, 1 on 16. So minus, always remember, it doesn't mean negative, it means 1 over.
Where's my calculator is being weird?
It's running out of battery, is it?
I think
You
so.
might need to change the battery. You can use mine. How do you change the battery?
Yeah, how do you.
Okay. Open up the screw in here, and the battery is, you open up and then you will see the battery, and then go and buy one battery and put it in. Yes. Oh, put it in calculator. 25 to a power. Yeah, that's right. When you have that done. Yes.
Wait, how would I do this question?
Which one?
This one?
Okay. 2 to the power of x. Okay. 0.5. What is 0.5 as a fractions? A half? Yes. So you have 2 to the power of x equal to 2. Yeah. And 1 on 2. 1 on means 2 to the power of minus 1. Yes. Yes. Equal to 2 to the power of minus 1. Yep. So that means x is.
Miss?
Yes.
Would K be like this?
K is x to the power of 3 equal to. Oh yes. And what is that going to give you? Thank you. Yes, and opposite of that. Okay, if you look at K, you must get. Okay, this is for question K. You are going to have x to the power of 3 equal to 8. So to get rid of this 3, this is a method I want you to learn. So to get rid of that 3, that means you want it to be x to the power of 1. Is that right? So to get to 1, from 3 to get to 1, that means I times it by a third. So they cross out. That means I do the same thing with this side. So that means will be 8 to the power of a third, and you put it in calculator, it's going to give you 2.
So what would we do? The same thing?
Dude, okay, so oh, you already have the answer. The x is 5, isn't it? If you compare. Yes. What is the meaning of root? How can you change the root? Root means to the power of. Okay, compare the left and the right. That means x must be. Yes, that's right. Yes, that's right. That's right. Good. And then you go down this one. I want to go down the first column. Yep. To the power of. Yeah.
by the
Good.
power.
Then put a calculator.
Yeah.
I didn't know the calculator can work like that. Okay, very interesting. Okay, let's move on to the next page. Alright, so let's look at the next page. Okay, I want you to try the second column. Do you think you are confident on trying the second column at home? No? No?
Maybe if we go do the first one.
Oh, I mean it's like the page 4. The page 4, not the page
Oh, this
5.
one?
Yeah, okay, right. Of course not. Okay, let's look at page 5. Now you have 2 more rules that come along. The first rule is when you have a timesing, if I have log a of x, y, it means log a of x plus it by log a of y. This is the first rule. Okay, timesing in here means plussing on the log. So when you have one term, timesing, you become 2 log with a plus. And if you have a divide, of course, x on y is going to be log a of x minus log a of y. That's kind of obvious after knowing the first one, the second one. Yeah, it should be working that way. And now, if we are looking at what you have on the very first questions, log 10 of, okay, in here, you must have the same base in here. You cannot have one with 2, the other with 5. They have to be the same. So by looking at question A, what do you think you have to do? Times it together. Good. So the questions that how you are going to write it? Yeah. Question A, you can write log base 10. That means 50 times 2, isn't it? Yeah. And that will give you what's that?
Log 10 to 100.
Yes. And remember 100 you can write as 10 squared. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So next step, you're going to write as 10.
And then would it
10.
be 2 at the front?
Yes, good job. 2 go to the front because it's the rules of logarithm that we did last week. 10 of 10. And we know log 10 of 10 give you
1.
1. So the answer is going to be 2. Then the next question is going to be similar. 24 times 9, what do you get? 216, right? So then try it out in the calculator. 6 to the power of what will give you 216? Not too big, it should be quite small.
2 to the power of 3.
Yes, and after that you can bring the 3 to the
Front.
yes. Bring the 3 to the front. Then you are going to so this one is the timesing, so you're going to write log base 10. Log base 10, yeah, open bracket. 50 times 2. And then 50 times 2 will give you 100. Okay, so log base 10 of 100. Okay, 100 you can write as 10 squared, right? Yeah, so it's going to equal to log base 10. 10 squared.
Oh,
This is a base 10. And then in the bracket 10 squared.
oh, okay.
Yeah, 10 squared is come from this 100. And then the square can go to the front. So the next step you can write as 2 log base 10 of 10. Yeah, but log base 10 of 10 will give you 1. So the answer is going to be 2. Yeah. Yes, that's just 2. Okay, do the same thing with this one. When you have a plus, you do the times it. You times it together. That's what you did with that.
Is that
Yep, 1. Yes, that's correct.
How do we do this one?
Okay, so you have a 5. And where can the 4 go?
To the
To the front. Yes, that's right. Bring it to the front. So it minus.
4.
Yeah, that's right. Log base a of a. Yep. Yes. So what do you know about log base of A of A?
It's just 1.
Yes, so this one is gone, become a 5. This one become a 4. And that will give you equal to? Yeah. Okay. And for question E, Nikki, so you have 5 log. Sorry, I called you the wrong name. Sorry. Cushy. Yes. Yeah, it's not Nikki, you're Cushy.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Minus Nikki is not here.
Yeah.
A of A to the power 4. Yes. And then the 4, where can the 4 go for these questions? The power to the front. Yeah, that's right. And what is this term is going to give you? Log A of A is going to give you?
Just 1.
So you're left with 5, right, of this term? And the 4 can go to the front. And then you have log A of A. And log A of A is going to give you 1. So then you're able to get the answer. Okay, let me continue. Yeah. Oh, this is a chance. Yes. Yeah, 2 times.
It equals 0.
Yeah, and anything from the first page, if you look at it, anything 1 will give you 0. Where can the half go?
Up there.
Yes, go back up. Yeah, 26.
Take that back up there.
Just be really careful with the
Because
6 should be
there's
very small on the base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Okay,
is- this
2
one
by
we
6,
use it
if you put 6 to the
With
power
that one
3.
anymore. Since there's nothing to
That is
do.
2 and 6, so it's
Go back
not
up.
base 6.
So you do 9
And
and
6 to the power of 3.
which would
And then
be
where can the power of 3? Then where can the 3 go?
at the front.
Yes. Are you okay with that one? So you have log base 6. This is the last question, Cushy, the really last one. You have a half, log base 6 of 9. This is question K. Passed by log base 6 of 72. This one we work backward. We have been bringing the top to the front. Now you need to bring this a half back to the back. So you are going to write as log base 6, 9 to the power of a half in here. And pass it by log base 6 of 72. Right, 9 to the power of half, that means root 9, isn't it? That will give you 3. So, or you can join these two together now. So you can write it as log base 6 of 9 a half times it by 72. Then you can put that in calculator and work out what is that number. Okay, this is for question K.
So Miss, will you just equal 1? Then
Will
what
that
D?
equal to? Yeah, it look like it. Yeah.
What is this?
Where can the 3 go?
In front?
Yes, go to the front.
And then would that be a half?
Yes, to the front. Good.
So, and then just down.
Yes, and then because the other two cross up.
You okay?
Okay, where can the 3 go? To the front. Yes, bring it to the front. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then the root means to the power of. What's the meaning of root?
Is this?
Oh, there is no equal. Just 3 log A x. Yeah, over. What is the meaning of the root? Root means a half. That means the half can go to the front as well, right? Yeah. And then you see the top and bottom, they both have log A of x. You can cross it out. Yes, cross it.
So
Yeah.
Put it in calculator. Minus means
Divided
passing means
times.
yeah.
So it would be 125 over 4 times that.
Yes. Okay, minus means divide. So you can write as log base 2 open bracket 48 over 3 because minus means divide. Then you can work out what's that number. Okay, if you look at this question, which is question H, you have 3 terms. Okay, question H, you have 3 terms, and one of it is minus, the other one is a plus. We know the minus is a divide, plus is a times. So you are going to write as log base 10, and 125 divide means this number will go down, this is a divide, and times, and you can work out what's that number equal to. Yeah.
yes.
Put it in calculator.
Yes.
Yes. A quarter divided by 1/8 is 2. Yes. 2.
Oh, it's not
1,
not.
2.
Yeah, and then it's
Yes, and then it's 1. Yeah, you skip a step. Yep, that's that. Wait, divide, not times. And here, log base 2 of 2 will give you
no,
1, so you don't have the log base 2 anymore. Where can the 3 go? Good. And move the half away as well. Good. Yep. Yes. And then divided by 4. Yes. 10 to the power of 3. Yes. And then where can the 3 go? Yeah. Log base 10 of 10. 10 again. Yes. And what is it going to turn out? Okay, log base 10 of 10. This whole thing will turn out to be? Yeah. So that means you don't have to write the log anymore. It's just a 3.
Oh, it's just
Yeah, just 3. And then one more time. This one? You left out
is
this
it
one.
divide?
Yes, this will come divide in here. The divide will be over. Yep. 18.
Just 18.
Yes, just a number. Because that one you don't have to change much. Okay, now let's look at the next page, which is question 6. Given to you 2 value, log base 2 of 3 is 1.58. Log base 2 of 5 is 2.32. So, what I want you to look at is this number in here, the base. If I give you log base 2 in here, that means you are going to create a third one. The third one is going to be, remember, log base 2 of 2 will give you? What's log base 2 of 2 will give you? 1. This is the one that I want to write it down. Okay, write this down on question 6. They never give you this part. They always give you log base 2 of something, log base 2 of another thing, or log base 3, any of the base. If you have the base 2 or base 3, write it with the same number. That will give you 1 because you know that already. Okay, now what I want you to look at is the questions. The first question is log base 2 of 15. Right. The number I want you to think of, 15, is a multiple from this number. You use these 3 numbers to get to 15. So how can you multiply any of these so you can get 15? That must be 3 times 5. It's quite obvious, right? So this number you can write as log base 2, 3 times 5. And times means what in logarithm? Plus. Good. So that means it's log base 2 of 3 plus log base 2 of 5. And you know log base 2 of 3 is that number, 1.58 plus it by 2.32. And then you put that in the calculator. So the first one is 15. How do you get to 15? Find the 2 number. Okay, 135. So you can, if you put what? Okay, how do you get the number quickly? Put that, the number in, for example, 135. Put it in calculator and press equal. And then remember we press the word shift and then the degree button, and it will tell you what are the prime factor for this number. Okay, 135 equal, yes, that's the number. So what you are going to write for the next questions is log base 2 of 135 is equal to log base 2 of 3 cubed times 5. Is that right? And then split it up. Yes. So that means log base 2, 3 cubed plus log base 2 of 5. And this is a really important step. Do not replace this one as 1.35. First, make sure you move the 3 away first. So that will lead you to 3 log base 2 of 3 plus log base 2 of 5. That means you are going to have it equal to 3 of 1.58 plus it by 2.32. This is a really important step. Do not write it as, don't write this. Okay, this is a common mistake students do. They write it as 1.58 to the power of 3. That is wrong. Make sure you move the 3 to the front. Okay, you put 135 in the calculator. Equal. And then shift. Degree button. Yeah, it will give you this number. So write it 135 as that. Base 2, yeah, no. Plus log base 2 of 5.
How do you fraction?
Fractions mean divide. Divide means minus. So you are going to have log base 2 of 2 minus minus log base 2 of 5. These two that we written in here, divide means minus. Yes. Okay, there is no bracket. Get rid of these two brackets then. Yeah. Now, where can these two go? The two as a power at the front, where you write it as?
And can this 5
Mm,
also?
No, 5 is log base 2 of 5. That is,
Sorry.
yeah, that's okay. So that means you've got 2 log base 2 of 2. Yeah, plus it by log base 2 of 5. Yeah, and log base 2 of 2 give you?
1.
Log base 2 of 5 give you that number. So that means you are going to 2 times 1. You have the 2 in the front, right? Yeah, 2 plus it by 2.32.
Wait,
Yeah.
I think I did mine. I think I did this.
Minus that. This is a 1. There is no 2. Log base 2 of 2 is 1. Okay, and this one is going to be log base 2 of 2 minus. Okay, the divide means minus. So this one is question G. When you have log base 2 of 2 on 5, that means is log base 2 of 2, divide means minus log base 2 of 5. And then you can sub in the number, which is a 1, minus, this one will be 2.32. Yeah.
I would just go without you.
Okay, the next question 7 is going to be similar, except you don't have a base. Your base is base 8. It's not a proper number. So again, 1.5, think of the two numbers, 3 or 2. How do you get to 1.5?
Miss, why are they two different bases?
Same base.
One says
oh.
A, one says X.
Oh, can you change it to 8? It shouldn't be different. Yeah, change it to base 8. Yes. Okay, Kushi, can you change the next question? It should be both of them base 8. Can you change question 7? Log base x of 2, change it to this number. It's wrong, change it to base 8.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, 1.5. How do you get 1.5? That means is 7a. So log base a of 1.5. 1.5, if you going to be in fractions, put it in 1.5 in the calculator again.
3 over 2.
Yeah. Over, what does it mean?
Minus.
Yes. So that means log a of 3 minus log a of 2. Yeah, is that right?
So, Miss, is that just the answer?
Then you sub in the number. Log a of 3 is this
Oh,
one,
yeah.
0.68 minus 0.42. Because that is given on the questions, right? Yeah, just sub in the number. Good. Where can the half go? To the front? Yes, yes. Okay, if you look at question C, you have log A of root 6. The really first one is the root. Change it to a half, right? So you are going to have log A of 6 a half. And a half, you can move it to the front. By looking at the questions, I don't have 6. But you know 6 equal to 2 times 3. So you can write as 2 times 3. That means a half is here. Log 2 times 3 is a timesing, means plusing. Log A of 2 plus log A of 3. And then you can sub in those two numbers again. You get the right one?
Sorry to check. Yeah.
Right, for question E, you have log A of a quarter. 1 over, what does 1 over mean again?
4 to the power of minus 1.
Good job. So you have log A of 4 to the power minus 1. And I can move my minus 1 to the front, right? So minus log A of 4. 4 means 2 squared. Now I can move my square to the front. So it's going to be minus 2 log A of 2, which is minus 2 times the number, which is 0.43.
Miss, could you also make it, could you also do like,
Minus?
1
Yes.
log A plus log A,
Yep.
yeah.
I think what you are saying is right, yes. So you are trying to say this is log A of 1 minus log A of 4? No.
No.
Yep.
I meant like, cause the 4 would be 2 squared, you just do log
Oh,
A
straight away.
2 plus log A 2.
Then you have a
And
minus.
then outside is
yes.
minus 1.
Yes,
Does that work as well?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that works as well. Okay, the next one, log A 2 root 3 is a lot of terms inside. But 2 root 3, what is the operation in between?
1.
Do I do a plus or minus or times or divide in here?
Or times.
Times, it is a times, that means it is a plus. Good. Yes, so I'm thinking of this. Plus log A of, root means a half, right?
Yes,
That means
1.5.
yes, that's right. Then you can sub in the number. Even though it looks so complicated, you can break it up in one step. So just keep in mind, root means a half, 1 over means to the power of minus 1.
because this is a number. This is
Okay, yeah.
Okay, can you change the x to a?
Yeah.
Just one second. The half is outside everything, so make sure you have a bracket for this time. That's right. And
And
the
then
next,
this.
yes, no, this one go to that front, that's correct, but the bracket is still there.
Okay.
Yes. So you won't get the wrong number. Open bracket again. Yeah. 1 plus 2. Yeah. And that is 2.32. Open bracket. Yeah, does it make sense? Because plus 2 and this is that number. Okay, now, the divide means, okay, let's get rid of this side. Yeah, okay, and minus log a of 4.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, now, okay, there's no bracket in here. Yeah, okay, oops. 6.5, oops. Let's get rid of the and the bracket as well. Okay, now we can write 3 square, is that correct? Yes. Minus log a of, what do you can write as? 2 square. Yeah, 2 square. And the square, can you write the square? Yeah. And the square can go to the front as well. Good. And you know log a of 3 is? Yeah. Okay. And this number, anything of 1 is given you? Oh, divide.
Oh, we're just doing. Oh.
The simplest one.
Yeah.
Yep. And this number is?
Cons. It's you just
Yeah.
Times 3.
He in the situation is out of it. Out of it.
Taxis. Split into 2 parts. So log a of 2 plus log a of 3 square. And then where can the square go? And the front. So we have log a of 2 plus. And what is log a of 2 give you? Yes, that's right, sublimate. Good.
Okay, let's turn over to the next page. Now we do number. I give you log A of x, y. So what does it mean when you have x, y in here? So this question 8a. So you are given log A of x, y. That means is x loss. That's right. So you are going to write it out as a plus. And then you replace the number again. So you have log A of x is, what's log A of x give you?
1.2.
Right, put it in. Plus it by 2.15 and put it in calculator.
Miss, how much is it?
Oh, still the same. What does that mean?
What's the A in the middle?
Yeah, doesn't matter. They are times, right? So this is question B, where you have log A, x, A, y. So I can split it by saying that this is log A of x
Oh, with
plus,
Okay.
yes, isn't that the same?
Yeah, then big one, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's what you are going to get. And then you can replace them. And you know log A of A is 1. So that means you are going to have it as 1.23 plus 1 plus 2.15. Okay, this one you can do it two ways. You can put the 2 inside, or you can put the 2 all the way to the front. So I might put it to the front, so I'm going to write log A of x. And this is a plus timesing, right? Means this is going to be a plusing. And make sure you put in a bracket in here because the 2 belong to both of them. So you are going to have log A of y. Yeah, make sure you have that if you put it in the front all the way, because it belongs to both of them. Okay, and now if you look at question 9, I want to find the relationship between x and y does not involve logarithm. So I want to get rid of log. I don't want to see the log in the questions. So if you're looking at just the left-hand side, what can you say about these two terms? What can you do? Can you make it into one term? It's a plusing, means it is a timesing, right? So these two, I'm going to join it, become log A of x, y. Is that right? And the right hand side, I can't do much because that is by itself. So I'm going to write as log A of 2. Now, if you compare the left and the right, they both have log. That means this thing in here must be the same as that one because they have to be equal. That means x, y must equal to 2. There's no log in here, I'm done. Okay, that's what you do. If you have a times, or you are going to have a divide. Minus means divide, plusing means timesing. okay, even though I see a minus, but not very good because I do have a number in the front, in here. Where can I move it?
Back on.
Back up, yes, so move it back. So it becomes x squared minus, move it back as well. Is that okay? Cushion? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Because this is a minus, means I can do it as a divide. I can join these two again now. Join it, become one term. So only one log, but it's a divide. X squared on y cubed equal to 1. And now back to the very first rule we talked about this afternoon, which is when you have one side of log, one side without, so you can write as a to the power of 1 equal to that. Remember the rules? Yeah, so I can write as a to the power of 1 equal to x squared on y cubed. If you want to leave your solution just like that, that is totally fine. If you want to times this over, that's fine. So I can write as a y cubed equal to x squared. And that is done. There is no logarithm. Nothing can be simplified. That is your solutions.
So Miss, what do we do with E then when it's a 3 instead of a 1?
Question E.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still the same. Yeah, let's look at it. Question E. You have log 2 x plus 2 minus log 2 x minus y equal to 3. Okay, so first thing is join up the first two, right? Minus means divide. X plus 2 x minus 1 and equal to 3. Now, how are we going to write it? Just like what I did in here. A to the power of this equal to this. So you have 2 to the power of 3 equal to that terms. And 2 to the power of 3 will give you 8 equal to x plus 2 x minus y. Have you write this one down?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. Then let's keep expanding it. So times cross multiply, that means I want you to multiply this term to that side. So you have 8 x minus y, x plus 2. And that will give you 8x minus 8y. And then make sure you simplify until the step that nothing can be simplified. So I want you to complete all the way on question 9. Okay, we continue on question 10, and I see you again next time.
Thank you.